Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy TNF1 Banana Josh, and welcome along to a brand new video of my, well, sometimes on a racing, and we're on GT Sports. For some reason, you probably know GT Sports is the FIA Nations Cup, which I already participated in stage 1. And for the most of the times, I've just done all the seasons already, which you will see it in the sequel future of that one. And also, don't forget, AOR race is coming up soon, and of course, I got some Journey Career update video that you may want to see, that one. So, the trailer video will be coming up soon, but I'm just going to show you the race of the FIA GT Sports Nations Cup. So, we're in the Dragon Tails, and we're underway for that one, and I'm driving the KTM car for that one, which is just what happens to be with it. It looks like from the Race of Champions car from the past already. And as you can see here for this one, done turn 1, the guy on the KTM, he's really gone to the back of me for that one. We're trying to catch up to the Ferrari, and as you probably know, Ferrari is the fastest car that you can choose already in this category, that one. So as you can see here, we're the side by side with the KTM, and I don't know his PSN name because I'm pretty bad for this one. My gamer tag is LE Banana Josh. As you can see here at the hairpin, he runs completely wide. I have the inside line for that one. He runs completely wide. There's a contact behind me for that one, and there's some problems already. Or what just happens already for that one between like some car for this one and the KTM. And we're closing into the Ferrari for that one. We're starting P7 on the formation lap, or should I say like the rolling start is in the GT Sports already. As you can see here, there. 4th, 5th, and 6th are battling already with the 2 Ferraris and 1 KTM, and I think I was like, alright, I need to caught up with them for that one, otherwise I may be caught up at the back for that one. And coming around to the final few corners, the KTM is trying to go dive it down the inside for that one, which is the place that you can do some overtaking if you want to, but it's not even enough for that one. And now slipstream is key for that one. We're about to try to go for a slipstream, but the gap is 1 second. 1.0 is the gap between 6th and 7th, and 2.4 between 7th and 8th. So that is close for that one. And their guys are side by side for this one. The KTM cars are side by side for this one. And we're about to try to overtake some of the cars already, but one car is off the circuit, which I have to try to avoid him. And that was so close. I had to avoid him because he just cut off my racing line, which is this is the most uncomfortable positions that you can try to rejoin the track. And then I just run completely wide because I was so frustrated with this one of how that driver, the GJ, I don't know what that name was, GJ Newton. I don't know why you cut me off the track, the racing line for that one. You should be apologised for this one, for what you just did for that one. You should have seen me on the blind spot. See me where I was that one. As you can notice already, I just used the radar for that one to check my surroundings. That's why I had to use this one on my bottom right. And now, as you can see here for this one now, we'll just try to pull away 7th place, which is GJ Newton. He is the one of our Aussies already. It's the Oceania side for this one. The Ferrari just completely lost control of his car. I don't know how on earth he's got a control with his Ferrari for this one. And there's some problems already for that one, but there was more problems at the front already. With someone was just completely went wide and went into the barriers already. I'm not totally sure what just happened already for that one. But there's a side-by-side action between 4th and 5th already, between the Ferrari and the KTM for that one. And can we survive us already? We can for that one. We're just not hitting the curbs already. And we're about to close it in to second place this one. And though there was a close race between the Ferrari of Pinky and the KTM of H666. I should be say H666, which unfortunately he had a he got a penalty. For some reason he just cut the corner, which unfortunately you cannot cut the corner for someone. We're gonna try to dive it down the inside into that hairpin, which is a place that I can do the Ricardo style if I want to. And now GJ Newton is now on his inside for the Meggets and Beckets. Should I say that? Yeah, I think I should say that. Meggets and Beckets. And we're closing into the Ferrari of Pinky. If it was Pinky, why can't it be just like Pig? That one. That would be a lot more funnier than it was already. But we're trying to close in on the Ferrari. Pinky Hammer is trying to pull away. That one. I was closing in with this one, but you know it's a 9 laps already. It's a short laps this one because you need to get some more times that one. So we have enough time, and that was a KTM 3-way fight. Because I'm the leading pack of that KTM and we're run completely wide. And not only have we just lost 1, but we also lost 2 positions. From 5th to 7th. In only 2 corners that they had to try to find the open spot this one. They had got the open spot and I just leave myself on the off the track and just make myself having a worst day for that one. And speaking of worst day, this is the well, my race, that one, of trying to get inside the top 5 or trying to get inside the top 10. Or well, I'm inside the top 10 for this one. The Porsche came out of nowhere for this one. It was trying to make a move for this one. I wasn't even paying attention. Oh no, that's not the Porsche, that's a Toyota. I'm sorry for this one. Just got the wrong manufacturers. And the Ford GTs closing in on the Toyota and myself, which we're on the KTM car, and one of them is on the Toyota. That is you too slow. Oh, speaking of him, that one, he's trying to go for the diver down the inside of that hairpin when I just done to, I think it was H666. He tried to go over down the inside, but he just lost his mind for this one. How do he wants to get his good exit for this one? But we just done a switchback and got the job done on you too slow. And now the Ford GT is pretty much like closing in on the Toyota, which unfortunately that was supposed to be the overtake for the Ford GT for this one, which unfortunately it wasn't even too good for someone. But unfortunately he was lagging, not the way he wanted, but not the way I want to see that one in my videos already. So just don't want that to happen for that one. And now we're trying to pull away against you too slow and the Ford GT, which he goes down the inside of that final corner, which you can do the overtake opportunities, and I think he will make the move stick, but they're still side by side according to the mini map on my top right. That one I noticed already for this one when I was checked behind this one. I wasn't even paying attention. I was just focusing on my racing for something for that one. And we're about to, oh yeah, he just made the move stick already because I didn't even see him for that one. And now he's on, and now he's closing in for this one. The gap is 1.0 seconds between 8th and 9th, that one. So now he's got the momentum with the Ford GT, and the Toyota was about to back off this one because I don't think that he was. The Toyotas are not quick. If they were like, if you choose Toyota in this category for that one, there's no way you can have a chance to win. The only chance you can win is to buy a Ferrari F50, which is unfortunately you will have a chance to win this one. Well, not only long for this one, because I move up 1 spot, run completely wide, not even like hit the barriers this one, but that is lucky for me that I managed to avoid H666. He's unfortunately crashed out of the race, which you can continue on for that one. I wish I could have like damage models already. That would be a lot more cool than it will be if this one. Like, so like, hey, here's a retirement for this one, having a suspension broken, and here's a nose broken for that one, and here's some of the damage models that you want to see on your car. Which I already see the trailer of If you have seen the video of the damage models of the iRacing, go check it out. This one before you watching this as well. I'm gonna try to make you pause it right there and put the icon on the top right so you can see it if you want to. And right now, you're back to watching that one. So right now, we're about to pull away this one. That KTM lost the back end according to my point of view, and that KTM has no chance and just lost control of his car and just falling back to where he was before he was crashed out. It's just gone from bad to worse for the KTM driver, and now the Ford GT is on my tail for this one. He's on my tail for this one, on my kangaroo tail, which unfortunately you can say that. I don't know why I just said that. I just said kangaroo for this one because I'm from Australian. Shut up. Anyway, we're gonna head over with that one. The guy in 6th place is kind of a struggle with his tire wear of that one. I think it might be struggle with his tire wear or his track position, because according to that one now, I'm re-rolling close in against the driver in front of, which is in 6th place. Which unfortunately in my head, it was like, okay, if I want to finish 6th place, I need to overtake this guy for that one if I want to gain more positions for this one. As you can see, I run completely wide, and the Ford GT is on my back bumper for that one, which unfortunately the KTM slipstream is absolutely powerful for that one, which unfortunately you can pull away if you're in the KTM car, not the KTM bike, because I was too busy thinking about MotoGP for that one. Okay, so it's KTM car, and it has orange, white and black on there, and the KTM is just orange, blue with the Red Bull sponsor of that one. Well, the KTM car is just the no sponsor for this one. And then the MotoGP KTM, it's just the orange, but just the blue and the Red Bull sponsor. It's pretty simple already that you can have a go for this one and go for the Red Bull journey, and the Ford GT making a stupid dive bomb already. But that wasn't already. I had to gave it enough space already. He just forced me off the track, or forced me out wide, and that gave him the position. I thought it was like, wow, you should give the position back. That is a well undeserved position for this one, and I noticed already for this one, his car was lost control and he's gone. No chance already for beating me for getting in 7th place. I almost said 2nd place, but we're not in P2 for that one. And we're about to cross the line for this one now. We're on the final sector right now, and there's nothing we can do for this one now, and we're about to close it in on 6th place for this one, but too far of reach, nothing we can do, and I think it was like what it was like to be a solid P6 finish already if it wasn't for the Ford GT trying to make it a stupid dive bomb. If he wants to, if you could just like dive it down the inside, I'll give you enough space and you will know what you will want to do. A clean overtake. You saw what I just did on H666. I did a good amount of Ricardo dive bomb and just got the position at the hairpin. What was the problem for this one now if you did not access it of the dive bomb? I know what I said, access it was well, there's nothing you can do for that one. You lost the back end for this one, or just lost control of your car, or nothing you can do for this one now. Or maybe you could have done it to yourself this one now, but I just done it to myself and then done it to you guys already. If you're a Ricardo fan for that one, you done it for that one. and also Ricardo is watching this one. But yeah, nothing much to do with this one. It's lap 8 of 9 for that one, and we set a personal best. We're trying to get our personal best very, very good for that one, but unfortunately it's not even enough for that one, because there's no chance already of me trying to get the personal best or trying to get a fastest lap of the race already. But there's nothing we can do for this one. But we're trying our best already to go for the personal best if you want to catch up to 6th place. But as you can see for this one now, I saw the red line for that one. That means he's got a penalty. He's got a penalty. There was a slow point over there for this one, which you can get rid of the penalties if there was for this one. If you're further away for that one, there's a 50% chance already that you were safe of getting a penalty. This one, and also there's a 50% chance already if you're closest to the slowing point. That one, there's a 50% chance already that you will get a penalty, and if someone was close enough to you, you will lose the position for that one. Like I just noticed already this one back in AOR for this one, when if I just got a penalty for this one, I got under 6 seconds of penalties against Azza for that one, but it's not even enough that one, because I was trying to pull away on my ultra soft tires, and that wasn't enough already for this one to try to get outmatch my teammate Azza for that one. If you probably know him for this one, he was in F2 last season in AOR, and me and him have just done a great job already keeping a car for this one as safe as possible. I'm in the Haas, he's in the Toro Rosso, but if he was trying to go for if he wants to go for the points, he needs to get a bit more improvement if he wants to for this one. And right now, this one, it's the final lap of the race, and we were closing on P6 this one, but it's not even enough. We just run completely wide, got 2 wheels on the this gravel trap, which is not the way you gotta drive this one. But I just saved my car. Many of the guys already had just hit the gravel trap and just lost it for that one, and nothing you can do for this one. Your car's lost control and you're completely done for that one. But that is us, P7 on the grid, or on the starting all the way to P7. I mean, it's the exact same positions, but it's fine. It's fine for that one. But there's nothing we can do for that one, because we're trying to get a good advantage already against the driver in front, and a good advantage of the driver behind, which I want to have a realize of what happens next already. If I want to have a go for this one and winning if I want to, I will have a chance to win the battle for that one against the driver if I want to have a face with. But we have it over to the next round. It's round 3 of the Nations Cup, and this is stage 1 for this one. So if you want to see it through someone else's YouTube videos, I'll put the link in the description of below if you want to go checking him out. I'm pretty sure you already know him for that one. I was his subscribers for that one, and pretty lucky to say I need to give the permissions if he wants me to use his channel as the top link in the description for that one, if I want to for that one. So I'll be nice this one. I'll be nice to him this one. So anyway, we're about to start the race this one. We're starting P15 on the rolling star, which unfortunately it's not the best positions I wanted, because I have the worst amount of penalties this one, which puts me into 15th positions, and that Lamborghini was running wide at turn 1, and now me and myself and the Lamborghini side by side for this one, coming towards turn 2. I'm going to try to go for a switchback on that Lamborghini for that one into turn 4. Maybe that was turn 3 for this one. Now it's turn 4, and we got the job done on the Lamborghini. Now it's really out of our hands already. If we want to get ourselves a comeback finish, we need to get a bit more overtaking if we want to. Next up is that Mercedes. And now, you probably know the Mercedes this one, because you probably know Valtteri Bottas and Lewis Hamilton at the championship standings of the 2019. They were just fighting out this one of who wants to be the championship leader, if whoever it wants. But the meantime already, it's not all about the Mercedes, it's all about the Audi. It's all about the Audi, because I'm driving the Audi TT Cup. That was using the GT4. We're trying to go for a dive bomb, but it's not enough speed already that we can try to go for the dive bomb action for that one to close it in on the Mercedes this one. And now we're definitely closing in for that one. And there's no room already, but we're going to try to make a move around the outside, but it's no room for that one. We're going to try to squeeze around down the inside for that. Oh, he backed off that one. That was lucky for this one because there's no room that you can try to go for the overtake. But I have to give props to him this one because he backed off because there's no room at the chicane, which unfortunately you will crash down for someone if you have collided with a driver who was right next to you. And side-by-side actions, this is a dangerous way of trying to take it out. There's a 50% chance that you will survive, and there was a 50% chance that that will be crash, that one, also known as the incidents between the driver that you were on and the driver who made contact with you. There was a like 50% chance already that that was like something else already. As you can see for this one now, that is the I think it was a Peugeot, or was it the Nissan? It's the Nissan battling with the Ford Mustang, and that was battling for P11. That was in P11 for this one. And the Ford, on the other hand, has got a penalty, which unfortunately it's the slowest way of you trying to get rid of your penalty for that one. We're trying to follow him, but I realized already he's got a penalty, but there was a slow point there for that one, near the hairpin, and also the exit of the chicane. It's really lucky for someone. And then this Nissan is so close. He just lost control of his car, but he saved it in one piece for that one. And likely for that one, he is God of this game. As I said, that is his game tag. It says Godspeed. I want to know why he called himself Godspeed, because this word says God. Oh, the Ford. I didn't even notice already how he got into my inside. I would lose my safety ratings because the Ford was trying to go down the inside. I didn't even see him. And now we're trying to go for a slipstream on that Nissan. It's just not the manufacturers, it's the Nations Cup, this one you can see. And we're going to try to make a move around the outside. What Michael Schumacher just done. I think he just done it on one of the Ferraris. I think he just done that before. I think it was in the late 90s. I'm just 100% sure that is in the late 90s or the early 50s, because it's the 50s, 90s. This one, there was a 50% chance this one that was. Sorry, I just had to clear my throat for someone. But the Audi is battling with Alfa Romeo, because you know the German versus the Italian. Alfa Romeo, as you can probably tell for someone, that was the team that I just chose for in career mode, the Alfa Romeo Sauber, which unfortunately I didn't go for a career mode. I just had to think that it was like, which series should I go for, just like the career mode, or am I gonna go for the Alfa Romeo Sauber and just do a journey career for that one? I thought to myself, it was like, okay, maybe I should do the journey career for someone with Alfa Romeo for that one. Spoiler alert for that one, that was Alfa Romeo Sauber for that one for the 2018 season for that one. And right now we're closing in on the Audi and the Alfa Romeo for P9 and P8 this one. We're in currently P10, and there's 18 drivers already. I think one of them is gone for that one, because unfortunately one of the guys already has had enough already. It just feels like, alright, I'll just give up on my life that one. Speaking of giving up my life, there's one person, and that was a Porsche. That was a Porsche. He just went I think he just like spun in the Schumacher section, in the Schumacher X section, XS sections. Need to get that one sorted. That one I need to sort out my brains if I want to. That one. And now we're closing in on the Audi And as you probably know, Audi is one of my favorite manufacturers. As because of this one now, the GT3 manufacturers of Audi is not even like great for that one, because the tractions is kind of more, has a bit more problems already. And now the Alfa Romeo and the Audi continue battling. We're just closing in on the Audi and the Alfa Romeo, and no personal best, just straight on this one, trying to go for the avoid the battle with that one. And the Alfa Romeo just put the grass on the tires, but he just put the two wheels on the grass, forced himself out wide, and that gave the two Audis one positions, and the other guys behind me for this one have got the position, because the Alfa Romeo is done. He's done, and he's finally just got himself rage quit, so he's had enough that one, because no chance of him just having a go for this one. And that Ford Mustang behind me is got another penalty for that one, for no apparent reason, and we're just closing in on the Audi, because the front wheel drive Audi is pretty much out better than the rest of the GT4s. But now the Ford Mustang, the GT4 Ford Mustang, he needs to get rid of his penalties if he wants to. And now we're trying to go for a slipstream, or maybe it was the wrong guy. I think of that guy already who just got a penalty for this one. I think I might be sorry on what just happened for that one. So we're closing in on the Audi. It's lap 4 of 9 for this one, and we're about to make our stop for that one. That's because my tires are, look at my tires. Look at my tires on my bottom. Look at my bottom left tire. Unbelievable this one, because oh my god, the Audi runs wide, and that puts me trying to make a move around the outside, which is not the place that you can try to go for the overtake. And now two Audis are battling with the Ford Mustang right behind us, that one. And the two Audis have got to try to go for a strategy, that one. We're going to try to dive it down the inside, but there's no room. He shuts the door, that one, and that is us. Have no chance of trying to get the positions, and we had to come into the pit with the Audi, that one. But lucky for that one, it's not the double stack. It's just a race, single pit stop. And we decided to go for the medium tires. No more fuel for this one, because we already had enough fuel for that one. And it's just race to the end without using extra fuel. If you use an extra fuel, you're screwed. So this is why I have to use without a fuel and changing tires. It's because it's the easiest way you can try and success your ability. And right now we're trying to go and move on the Audi, that one, he just made a stop, that one, and he just slowed the car down, which is the dangerous way, that one. Now we're going to turn 2, which I need to try to go for the overtake, that one. He tried to go for a dive bomb, which completely run himself wide, and that driver in front run wide, which is another Audi for this one. Now it's the three-way Audi side-by-side action for this one. Oh, there's no chance of that one for this one. I just felt that coming for this one. I had to avoid the second Audi for that one, and every single time the Audi just shuts me in the door, and I got no room for this one. I need to try to go for the overtake. That's because the two Audis they need to be sorted out. Because what was the odds first one now? And there's one Audi trying to go down the inside at the hairpin for that one, which he got the move stick, and I have no chance of just trying to go for the overtake on the other Audi, and he shots me in the door, which is kind of frustrates me, that one, a lot, that one. Not that one Audi, but the other Audi just shuts me in the door, because he just said, oh, you're not going to go for the overtake. What on the odds for this one now of you're not letting me go through, because you haven't even made a stop. You shot me at the door, and you gave me no chance but to get an overtake, that one. And now we're going to try to close in on that Audi, which he came into the pits with me, that one. And the rest of the guys who haven't even made a stop, they have to come into the pits right now. Unless if they're on the soft tires or the medium tires, it's totally up to you, that one. whichever you want to. It's totally up to you. Which I'm not technically happy for this one, because 2 Audis have blocked me off, not once, not twice, but 3 times that he just done that before for this one. And now we're trying to go make a move on Alfa Romeo, but we can run completely wide with that Alfa Romeo, and no position loss, and no positions gains, but stays the same for that one. And now the driver that we're racing for this one is the Audi and the Alfa Romeo yet again for that one. They're back at it again, and they started racing for no apparent reason. They're just racing. They just want to have a go and trying to go for the emerged victories of the battles this one. And now the Alfa Romeo diving down the inside of the exit of the chicane, and that is him up into P8. And the Audi, oh no, he haven't even inserted his penalty, but the Alfa Romeo shuts the door on the Audi. Now that is what I like the most already. That's why I like Alfa Romeo. It's because he shuts the door on the Audi, because he shuts me the door a lot. Not just one time, but a lot. He just shuts me at the door. I'm trying to go to defend the position for some, and we're currently in P10. Not even like everyone else has stayed out this one, but they haven't even made their stop. If they want to make a stop, they have to consider the tyre wear of that one. And now we're trying to close in on that Audi, who is he's had to serve his penalty. He needs to slow down his penalty, otherwise he's game over for him, because you know there was a slow points at the exit of that chicane, and what I'm looking at right about there, that one, when the driver just go through that one. So anyway, we're trying to close it in on the Audi. He already had a penalty for that one, and there was one guy who was about to make the stop. That was the Ford Mustang. Well, to be honest, this one, it's just all about racing. We just need to finish off with a high and a low for that one, if we want to beat the Audi for that one, if we want to for that one. And right about now, we're about to overtake the Audi, and we are about to try to overtake him, but even though he's got a penalty, and the gap is 0.8, 0.7, 0.6, 0.7, which he has to serve his penalty for that one. And right about now, the Audi is now going to be serving his penalty. It's a slow point, that one, which I'm looking at right now. It's the yellow. If you see the yellow dot, the arrows down that one, that's a slow point that you want to slow down and to consider your penalty. If you don't want to, there's a problem with this one of what just happened for you for this one. Not just your driving for this one now, but also your stats. This one, your stats already on your driving in GT Sports will affect your ability of your racing career for this one in GT Sports. And the Alfa Romeo just runs completely wide for that one. Not even enough chance this one, but yeah, it's not even enough this one. And now the not only for the Audi he got a penalty, but also the Alfa Romeo has got a penalty for that one. And that was unlucky for that Alfa Romeo, because I feel hard for this one now, because the way he just done to the Audi for that one, he just completely shut the door for that one. The way the Audi that I'm looking at this one now, not just the white Audi, but the Audi behind me, he just shuts me the door not once but twice already. Every single time he just shuts me the door, every single time this one. And also for the qualifying for that one, I was just feeling a bit upset already at how my qualifying pace was not even that great due to the blocking for this one. And I'm not even like happy for this one. I'm just completely got frustrated for this one and just made that driver just a bit worse this one now. But I just told the guy already for this one that I just messaged him this one, and I just said, you cost me not once but twice that he just cost me the qualifying positions that I really need to improve on. And right now it's lap 8 of 9 of that one, just the exact same thing as always. And the Alfa Romeo is about to serve his penalty then yeah. And then the Alfa Romeo just, I think he just cut the corner. I think I'm 100% sure that he just cut the corner. Which, no, you're not allowed to cut the corner while you're serving a penalty, that one. No, you need to consult your driving, son. If you don't want to, then it's just about your driving. It's just about your driving, that one. But it's also your test of skills and your stats of your driving, that one, in GT Sport. You might lose your safety reins as well. But not only for that one, but we're about to close it into the Alfa Romeo by 1.4, 1.4, 1.6, 1.7, 1.4, 1.5. Well, I don't know the gaps because I just set them on my left-hand screen. I just need to take a break for that one because it's wasting my breath, wasting my throat. I can't even talk because I've talked too much. And now we're trying to close it in on the Alfa Romeo, and nothing we can do with that one. And I think we're just trying to go through into the final lap of the race. This one, if we want to get into the positions, we need to get ourselves a bit more fun for that one on the last lap of the race. This one, and right about now, that one we're about to finish off with a high and a low for this one. We need to finish a P8 for this one if we want to, and as we need to have a go for this one. And we're running completely wide again for that one, which unfortunately, here's the reason. Run wide, and another run wide, and that gave me a penalty. That's not where we're going to finish off the high and the low for that one. But lucky for that one, I was further away on my slow points, which you can tell for this one now. The driver behind me, that is the Ford Mustang. He's in P9, and he has a gap of 1.6. 1.6. And that is so unlucky that we're about to lose the positions, or maybe we could try to go battle for the top 8 for that one. And the Ford Mustang runs completely wide for that one. We need to fight back already if we want that position for that one. As you probably know, he's on the soft tyres, but we're on the medium tyres, and we lose the positions. If it wasn't for the run wide on turn 2, I would have been fine for that one. And now we're trying to battle off against the Ford Mustang, but we're running wide again for that one, and that's not enough. We're done. P8 is done. And just before we over the cross line for this one, we just need to end the video there for this one, because I need to make a part 2 video coming up soon for this one. Don't worry about it, because I got a couple of more for this one that you probably might like for that one. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you're new to my channel, and if you want to see the whole videos of my GT Sport Raceway, let me know in the comments section down below if you want to for this one. And I'll see you next time for the brand new video of some more GT Sport FIA Championship Nations Cup. Peace, guys.